Am I in the shot?
Yep.
Clap. And then we're going to line the two up. Clap. Hello everybody, it's Mr. Thornborough and welcome to my tutorial on studio lighting. Clayton, I can't do that if you're going to be laughing.
He laughed first! That's so cute! Ah!
Hey guys, it's Mr. Thornborough.
You, for now, can go away.
Make this in your bloopers.
Just go away. Hello everybody, it's Mr. Thornborough. Welcome to my living room. We're going to be doing a tutorial on studio lighting. Obviously we have no studio, so I'm going to do a home hack for studio lighting. I've got some lights, just some table lamps, some floor lights, that type of thing, and we're going to try and make a little studio out of this. So we don't have, I need to be running that thing. I need to be running that camera. So I've enlisted my kids and they're going to be my victims. I mean, my assistants in this video. So I'm going to introduce you to my son.
Wow!
All right, so this is Clayton. Say hello, Clayton.
Hi.
So what I've got here is I've got a couple of lights here. I've got this like a light over here, a light over here. I've got some lights around me here, but we're going to mix things up a little bit. I'm going to turn off every light except just this one right over here. Okay, so let's just start turning off some lights. This is called a key light. And so what you can do just with your typical phone, you probably know how to do this, is that you can lighten and darken your picture just by clicking on a certain area. If I were to click over to the right here, you might see it there. Going to click over there. It lightens up the whole image because the camera is just trying to make that part that I clicked on look okay. I'm going to click on Clayton's face and we're going to try and make it look okay, but I'm not sure if that's possible. Sorry, son. What the camera is trying to do is it's measuring the amount of light and the dark and trying to make it look okay, but we can see that Clayton's face the lights are blown out. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not sure if you knew this, I just discovered this. Of course, my daughter already knew. I'm going to click, drag down, and I'm just dragging down on my screen, and you can make your screen look too dark or make it look too light. And I'm just clicking and I'm dragging down on my screen. So I'm just going to click until we can see everything is kind of fading off into dark, but we can see the right side of his face and it is lit pretty well. This is great, but the left-hand side is falling off into darkness. Nothing is happening here. So what I need to do is that I've got from school here, I just grabbed some Bristol board, great for pictures, that type of thing, and you can see it's kind of shiny. Well, you don't necessarily need a second light. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take this card here, and if I hold it up to the side of Clayton's face here, and then I'm just going to try and illuminate the other side of his face with some reflection here. So if I take it away, there we go. The camera is trying to reevaluate here. Let's bring that back down again. Illuminate the other side of the face. Doesn't that look good? So now let's just add in another light. I want to introduce you to a backlight. I've got another light in the back here, and I'm just going to walk. I hope you can still hear me. I'm probably going to be a lot quieter here. And what I'm going to do is just take this light, and I'm going to try and illuminate just this outline of his shoulder here, just to try and give it a little bit of definition. Going to ask my daughter to do that. Okay, so now you can see that my daughter Emily there, she is off to the side and we're going to make that darker again, and you can see how that is illuminating in behind there. So now if I throw in the reflector card here, we're illuminating the other side of Clayton. And so that's how you would do some basic studio lighting. So you have your main light, then you have a filler, and then you have maybe a backlight, okay? Another way of doing that, it doesn't have to be for a person, it can be for objects. I'm just going to show you that real quick. All right, we're going to try the same idea with just a plain old apple. This is on my kitchen table, and we've just got the overhead light. Going to turn out that light and add a key light. You can tell by the shadow that the key light's kind of off to the side, illuminating one side here. I'm going to just click here, right onto the apple, and drag down just to illuminate that, just to kind of get a little bit more depth there. Then add our reflector card just off the shot in order to illuminate the whole thing. Okay, so let's add the backlight. While I turn that on, we will lose the reflector card. There it is with the backlight, it's pretty overpowering the background right about here. It's really illuminating this. I don't like that so much, but we're going to throw in, here's the card here. Just going to throw that in. That's illuminating this side of the apple as well. So, we don't just have to do the idea with a black background. Let's switch it out to a white background. Now you can see that the apple looks a little bit dark. I'm going to actually lighten this up. And this is what they do in order to, I'm just going to brighten it up. And we're just going to completely blow out the background. And that's how you blow out the background. Now I'm missing my reflector. I really wish that I had a reflector on the left because I'm using that reflector on the for my background now. So I think if I had a reflector kind of illuminating this area here, that would look pretty good. And so we can do other things. We can just do a simple glass of water. The idea is to control your lighting. You don't have to use these lights exactly, but what I am going to maybe ask you to try is control your lighting and experiment with the key light in the front, the back light, and also a reflector. All right, give it a shot. Good luck.